Good morning, class 11th Commerce. Subject Economics. Chapter number 2, Central Problems of an Economy. Lecture number 1. In this chapter, we'll discuss about what are the kinds of economic problems which are faced by every economy and how the economic decisions are taken. Let's begin. See, economic problem is a problem of choice. Why? Because resources are scarce, they have alternative uses, human beings have unlimited wants, and that's why problem of choice arises. So economic problem is a problem of choice because every time you have to choose one over the another. So making a choice made normally involves a trade-off. Trade-off means you have to choose one over the another. This means that choosing more of one thing can be only be achieved by giving up something else in exchange. You have two options. You have to choose one option. Then definitely you have to sacrifice the another. For you, both are important, but you will choose the option which is more relevant to you, which is more important to you. And another one you have to sacrifice. For example, if you are working in an organization, fine, and you are promoted there. So, and you are also selected in another organization which is also in top 10 big companies. So you have two options, either to take the promotion in the existing company or to move in a big MNC, in the big top 10 companies. Fine. So every time you have such options, you have to choose one and sacrifice the another. See here the example given. Choice about whether to rent or buy a home. There are cost and benefit to renting a property or in choosing to buy a home with mortgage. Both decisions involve risk. People have to weigh up the cost and benefits of the decision. Now another example. Do you want to work full-time or part-time? Is it worth your while studying for a degree? How you have these choices been affected by the reduction of the university tuition fees? Now the choice of another example, the choice between using Eurotunnel, a low-cost ferry, or an airline while traveling to Western Europe. So every time you have such options. अब देखो, बहुत ही simple example I am giving you. You want to go to Kerala, fine. In your vacations, you want to go to Kerala. Kerala is a very beautiful place. Now you have two options. Either you go by train or you go by flight. Two options. Now you will look at your cost. कि किस में ज़्यादा पैसा लग रहा है. ठीक है. कौन सा आपको convenient mode रहेगा. You will analyze such factors, right? So you will choose one over the other. This is what? Problem of choice. Economic problem. If you have money, if you have 15-20,000 you can easily spend on your flight tickets, you will go for the flight. But if you say that okay, it's fine, no need to spend this much on the traveling allowance, we shall go by train, so you will choose that train mode. So every time you are having such choices. Another example for better clarity. See, abhi after completing your school, you will go to the colleges. Fine. Now suppose for commerce student, you get admission in your marks are very good and you get admission in SRCC also, and you are getting admission in St. Stephen College also, most prestigious colleges of Delhi University. So now you have choice that whether I should choose SRCC or I should choose St. Stephen. नाउ यू विल एनालाइज द पैरामीटर्स कि किस में आपकी प्लेसमेंट अच्छी है, किस में आपको ज़्यादा प्रोग्रेस होगी. सो such factors you have to analyze. This is what economic problem of choice. But in economic problem always money is included. Choosing the colleges does not includes money. If you are looking for the PG or hostel and you are comparing the fees, you are comparing the charges, then it can be said as economic problem. But if you are just looking at the placement or the progress rate and all, that is not the economic problem. Basically economic problem में आपका money वाला factor include होना ज़रूरी है. So see here, resources are limited. Fine. With the limited resources there is production of goods and services, and this production of those goods and services has to satisfy the unlimited wants and needs of the people, because needs and wants of the people are unlimited. So economic problem is to match limited resources to unlimited wants and needs. See here, wants are unlimited, resources are limited, and because of this there is scarcity. Scarcity कब होती है? When demand is more, supply is less. Fine. And because of this problem of choice arise. And in an economy, from the producer's point of view, there are three economic problems: what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Fine. Three economic problem from the producer's perspective: what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Why does problem of choice arises? Because resources are scarce, they have unlimited wants, and that's why problem of choice arises. So there are three economic problem: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. क्या प्रोड्यूस करें, कैसे प्रोड्यूस करें, और किसके लिए प्रोड्यूस करें. Fine. Okay. Now these are the central economic problem. We'll discuss them in detail. Now what are the causes of economic problem? अगर economic problem आई है तो क्यों आई है? What is the reason or what are the causes of economic problem? Number one is unlimited wants. It's very obvious that human wants are unlimited. No one can satisfy all his wants fully. The richest person on this earth also can't satisfy his wants. He also has some unsatisfied wants. Wants of all the members of the society cannot be fully satisfied at a given time. As a matter of fact, wants of the man have been increasing day by day. जैसे जैसे your income increases, your wants also increases, your needs also increases. Earlier you were drinking coffee on a roadside area, and now you want to have the coffee of CCD or Starbucks because your way of living has increased, your income has increased. Now you want to live a good life, luxurious life. So things, your wants are getting unlimited. Wants are increasing day by day. With the passage of time, there is likelihood of an enormous increase in demand for computers, mobile phone, costly cars, etc. Then second is limited means, limited resources, scarce resources. I am so sorry, here spelling of scarce is wrong. It is SCARCE. C is missing here. Most of the goods and services satisfying human wants are limited or scarce. Goods are called scarce because demand is greater, supply is less, no matter what the price is. Alternative uses. Another cause of economic problem is that limited resources have alternative uses. For example, अगर हम milk की बात करते हैं, so milk is used for preparing ice cream, milk is used for preparing sweets, milk is used for preparing cheese, curd. So resources are scarce and they have alternative uses. Now, with the limited resources, all the wants cannot be satisfied. Some things has to be sacrificed for gaining the benefit of another. It's not necessary कि आपके दोनों हाथों में लड्डू हो जाए. आपको जो दोनों चीज़ें चाहिए वो दोनों की दोनों आपको मिल जाए. It's not like that. You have to sacrifice one to get the benefit of another. Sometimes in life we are faced with the big choices. It's about the career, or it's about the opportunity, or it's about leaving a place and going to some another place for better opportunities. We are always faced with such choices. So resources are scarce, wants are unlimited. Accordingly, the society has to decide which wants are to be satisfied first and which are to be satisfied later. And this is known as problem of choice. So what are the causes of economic problem? What are the causes of problem of choice? Number one is wants are unlimited, resources are scarce, and the scarce resources have alternative uses. That's why problem of choice arises. Confronted with the scarcity of resources in relation to our wants, we have to make choice regarding the allocation of resources to the alternative uses with a view to maximize the economic gain at the individual level and maximizing the social welfare at the level of society as a whole. Now, question comes of what to produce. We had three questions: what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Fine. देखो, what to produce में देखो दो चीज़ें आती हैं. What to produce, कितना प्रोड्यूस करें, and how much to produce. क्या प्रोड्यूस करें और कितना प्रोड्यूस करें. What to produce and how much to produce. So these two questions are included in the concept of what to produce. देखो, क्या प्रोड्यूस करें. Producer can produce consumer goods like sugar, cloth, wheat, ghee, and the producer can produce capital goods like machine, tractors. Fine. Now how much to produce? So it has to decide about the quantity, how much of the consumer goods and how much of the capital goods are to be produced. If an economy decide to produce more of cloth and wheat with a given period and with the limited resources, then it will have to produce less of machines. That means two questions are there. क्या produce करें? Either produce consumer goods or produce capital goods. Then second comes how to produce. कैसे produce करें? Now see, in this, either you will produce by more and more of machines, or you will produce by more and more of labor. When you are using more and more of machines, it is known as capital intensive technologies. And when you are using more and more of labor, it is known as labor intensive technology. So in the private sector, see, private sector is working for the profit maximization. So private sector will choose capital intensive technology. Private sector will use more of capital, more of machine rather than using labor. Whereas in public sector, where government is the main sole making decision taking authority, so it will produce by more and more of labor. It will use labor intensive technology. Because it public sector, government sector wants to maximize the social welfare. अगर आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लेबर यूज़ करोगे तो लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी. देयर विल बी लेस पॉवर्टी. फाइन. सो पब्लिक सेक्टर, the government sector will use labor intensive technology, will use more and more of labor, whereas private sector, which is working for the profit maximization, will use capital intensive technology. So basic objective of the producer is to earn profit. A producer must minimize the cost of production and maximize the profit. The cost of a technique of production is determined by the price of inputs, and the input price are determined by the price mechanism in the factor market. So, how to produce? This problem is concerned with the choice of technique of production. कि आप कौन सी technique use कर रहे हो? Production of, for example, production of cloth is possible either by handloom or by modern machines. This problem is concerned with the efficient use of resources. It implies more production at less cost. So there are two techniques. Either you use labor intensive techniques or you use capital intensive techniques. Now third one is for whom to produce. कि किसके लिए प्रोड्यूस करें. देखो यहाँ पे आपकी बात आ जाएगी किसके लिए प्रोड्यूस करें. रिच, पुअर, मिडिल क्लास, किन लोगों को हमें अट्रैक्ट करना है, हमारे बायर्स कौन होंगे. तो इनकम के बेसिस पर विल डिवाइड दिस point that for whom to produce. Either we want to produce for the rich people or we want to produce for the poor strata. So if we are talking about the private sector wants profit. So private sector usually prefer rich strata of the society. So private sector will produce for rich strata. But government sector is working for the social welfare. So government sector will produce for the poor class people. So government sector will keep the prices low so that poor people can also buy, and private sector will keep the prices of the goods high so that they can earn the maximum profit and rich class people can buy that. So your homework is you will just read this complete chapter number 2. Thank you.